Hey guys, and welcome to the briefing room. Today, we are going to talk about Booby. Dean, focus. Okay, we're going to be talking about Boobytrap. The episode length is 24:04 in the remastered edition and 23:41 in the original television syndication version. It originally aired in March 4th of 1985 and was written by Steve Kramer and directed by the late Robert V. Barron. The characters that appear in this episode are Britai, Claudia, Exodore, Captain Gloval, Kim, Lisa, Min-May, Rick, Roy, Sammy, and Vanessa. The mecha that appear in this episode are the SDF-1, the VF-1S, the VF-1D, the Zentradi scout ship, the Zentradi flagship, and the Zentradi fighter pod. A global war ended in 1999 when an alien spaceship crashed onto a small island in the South Pacific. Scientists from around the world began to gather together to study and rebuild the massive ship. 10 years later, and many technological advances later, the ship, now named the SDF-1, was ready for its maiden voyage under the new world government. However, the festivities don't last long when the aliens that the ship was running from decide to attack. Rick Hunter, an amateur pilot sitting in one of the exhibition fighters, accidentally gets launched into battle. He is almost immediately shot down and is heading straight for the SDF-1. After some back and forth, Lisa Hayes, the first officer of the SDF-1, is shocked to learn that he doesn't know any of the controls. She instructs him to pull a lever marked B. Rick does as she tells him, and instead of crashing into the SDF-1, he crashes into several buildings instead, with his plane changing to a robot. This is a very, very good episode. The exposition at the beginning is handled very well, as is introducing almost a dozen characters. And yet it still leaves enough action to whet your appetite. Animation, I'm giving it a 4. It is a very well done episode. However, there are some prettier episodes out there in the Macross saga. Character development gets a 1 because there is around a dozen characters being introduced. You don't get the chance to see what their flaws are that can be improved, let alone actually seeing them improve. The episode's individual story gets a 4 because it does handle everything from the expedition at the beginning to the introduction of the characters to what the feel of the show's going to be. It handles that very well, except obviously, as I said, the character development, which there's just not enough time. This episode's placement in the overall story gets a 5 out of 5 because everything from now, future events, everything leads back to the SDF-1 crashing on the Earth. The overall score for this episode of 14 out of 20 is very good, and it probably would have been better had I graded on a curve for the character development. But if I'd done that, I would have had to do it for other episodes, and you wouldn't have gotten accurate, consistent grades from me. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I honestly really do like this episode. It is what got me and thousands of others hooked on Robotech, and it got many, many more hooked on Macross in general. So, leave a comment below telling me what you think of this episode and what you thought of this, the format I used for this episode breakdown review thing. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.